Good afternoon, everyone, on this warm and wonderful day. Would you please rise for the invocation by Reverend Mark Lingle and remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner.
Assalamu alaikum, namaste, jo bole sodi hal, sat sri akal, baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, blessed are you, O Lord our God, creator of the universe. We give thanks for the gift of this day and the beauty of the creation that surrounds us. We gather to celebrate the intellectual, artistic, athletic, service and community interests and accomplishments of the class of 2023. Thank you for the love and support of parents, siblings, friends, grandparents, faculty, coaches, board members, mentors, volunteers, and staff who have had a hand in preparing these graduates to grow and to flourish in an ever-changing world. As they commence with the next chapter of their lives, may they value intellectual curiosity as well as empathy. May they seek peace with justice. May they honor the spark of the divine in the other as well as recognize it within themselves. May they understand their part in caring for this creation, our island home. And may they live more fully into who it is they are to be and share their gifts for the enrichment of our common humanity. Strengthen them to draw often on the virtues of perseverance, kindness, respect, and integrity, as well as their creativity, sense of humor, and resiliency as they make their way in the world. May they always be mindful of their connection one to another and with this world. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
Please be seated. Please be seated. Graduates, families, friends, faculty, and staff, welcome to the Class of 2023 Commencement. Today is a momentous occasion, and everything about today's celebration is meant to recognize your hard work and dedication. I do, though, want to begin by recognizing the commitment of the teachers, coaches, and all the educators that have taught you, encouraged you, empowered you, supported you, and inspired you. Please join me in recognizing our distinguished educators who have helped our students develop into accomplished scholars and good human beings that they are today. Would the faculty please rise and be recognized? Thank you. Graduates, it's an honor to stand before and among you today. Graduation is a time of reflection and celebration, and today we celebrate you, the graduating class of 2023. You are a remarkable class, multifaceted, resilient, and supportive of one another. I want to start by congratulating you on this incredible milestone. For some of you, getting to this point may have been a smooth ride, and for others, a little bumpier. Yet, you have all worked hard, you have all experienced tremendous growth and demonstrated commitment and perseverance. For that, you deserve huge recognition. As we celebrate all of you, I'd like to give a special shout out to our lifers, those of you who have been with us since pre-kindergarten, kindergarten, or first grade. You have grown up together, and it's truly special to see you here together. You have built lifelong friendships, and the memories will last a lifetime. Please stand as I call your names. Hunter Fine, Chase Brown, Claire Liao, Jonathan Decker, Emma O'Connor, James Raitt, and Harry Weissman. I'd also like to take a moment to thank everyone who has made it possible for this wonderful class to get to this point. You can be seated. Thank you. Your parents, family members, teachers, coaches, mentors, role models, and in fact, your peers, all have played a crucial role in your journey. And I know that you know it too. And I know that your hearts are filled with gratitude. As you look back on your time at our school, I hope you will remember the moments that defined these last few years. The moments of joy and laughter, the moments of learning and growth, even the moments of struggle and uncertainty. These moments have shaped you into the individuals you are today, and they will continue to shape you as you move forward. We cannot ignore that the last few years have been challenging. You, the class of 2023, learned to navigate a pandemic that affected every aspect of our lives during your high school career. But here we are, finally back to some sense of normalcy, performing on stage, fully competing in athletic games, and going on spring trips. You showed resilience, adaptability, including apparently adapting to a new schedule every single year of your high school career, perseverance, and grit. You learned the importance of staying connected even when you were physically apart. Even in the toughest moments of the pandemic, you showed up. You have led by example, inspiring and lifting students in all grades. You have left a mark as you tried to improve the lives of others in the community. You have raised awareness and tackled real-world problems. As you move forward from here, remember that the knowledge and skills you have acquired during your time at King are just the beginning. That's the meaning of commencement, not the end, but the beginning. The world is full of challenges and opportunities, and you have the power to make a difference in the lives of those around you. With that power comes great responsibility. Use your education and talents to make the world a better place. Whether you choose to pursue a career in science or business or education, the arts, or any other field, you have the ability to create positive change in your community and beyond. Remember that success is not just about what you achieve, but also about the impact that you have on others. As you go out into the world, look for ways to make a positive difference in the lives of those around you. Now, I'm a person who likes to have visual reminders of what is important around me. In my home and in my office, I have photographs of my family. But I also have some other reminders, and I brought 3 of them with me today. It's a bit like show and tell or sharing that you probably remember from elementary school. These reminders have been on my desk for many years, and yet I look at them and pick them up often because they remind me of what is important. The first is this small metal weight. It says, "No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted." Whether volunteering, mentoring, or simply being kind and compassionate to those you meet, every small act of kindness can have a ripple effect that spreads far beyond your own life. So how does one go about by making a difference? It starts with having a vision for your future and a commitment to your values. Stay true to yourself and your beliefs. Take time to appreciate the people who have helped you along the way and give back to your community in whatever way you can. Remember that the greatest achievements are not measured by what we have, but what we give. At our school, we have always emphasized the importance of virtues like integrity, kindness, perseverance, and respect. And you have embodied these guiding principles in the way you have faced challenges in the last few years. You have shown integrity by staying true to yourself and your values. You have shown kindness by supporting each other and reaching out to those who need help. You have shown perseverance by continuing to work hard and pursue your goals despite the obstacles in your way. And you have shown respect by treating each other with dignity and understanding. But today is not just about looking back, it's also about looking forward. As you move on to the next chapter of your life, I want to encourage you to hold on to the lessons you have learned here at our school. Carry them with you. As you prepare to leave our school and embark on new adventures, I want to share just a few quick words of advice. First, never stop learning. The world is constantly changing, and you need to be prepared to adapt and grow. Surround yourself with books and people who will inspire you to think and learn and to continue to ask questions. Second, never forget the importance of community. Stay connected with the people who matter to you. Always be willing to lend a hand and take seriously the impact of spreading love in the world. Which brings me to my second reminder on my desk, a heart-shaped crystal with XOXO engraved on it. And finally, never give up on your dreams. Pursue what you're passionate about, and don't let anyone tell you that you can't achieve your goals. And this is my third physical reminder, a wonderfully smooth stone that I like to hold in my hand. It has the word hope on it. Some days I need it more than others, but it always helps me to stay grounded. The key to success in life is hope and optimism. It's a mindset that allows us to approach life differently by viewing it with potential and possibility. And in the words of Ted Lasso, taking on a challenge is a lot like riding a horse, isn't it? If you're comfortable while you're doing it, you're probably doing it wrong. Congratulations to the class of 2023, once again, on your incredible achievement. Now, go make the world a better place. I know you can do it. I'd now like to welcome Tom King, Chair of the Board of Trustees, to the podium to say a few words to the graduates.
Thank you and good afternoon, and let me add my welcome to you all. It's an honor for me to address you as one of my final duties as board chair. I complete my 4-year term a little later this month, and it's been a privilege and a joy to represent you these last years. Thank you for that. But first and foremost, congratulations to the class of 2023 on this momentous occasion. And I congratulate you not just as the board chair and on behalf of the board, but as a parent of a graduating senior. This is a special moment for all of us. Congratulations, Ellie. You are making our family as proud as I am sure all of your classmates are making their loved ones. It's been amazing to watch you, and I might add the 6 or so King girls who seem to live at our house, to grow into kind, confident, intelligent adults. You and your friends and your classmates give me great hope for the future. King School has been an absolutely integral part of our family's life for over 10 years, and I'm proud to say that soon all 3 of our children will have graduated from King, and I have witnessed them and their friends living by the King virtues in almost every decision and everything they do. It's no secret that the transition from high school to college can be a daunting one, but I know firsthand that our graduates are well prepared to take on this new chapter of their lives. Our school has always placed a strong emphasis on academic excellence, and our graduates have been trained to think critically, solve problems, and tackle real-world issues. You know how to ask the big questions and how to dig deeper and find out what is true and what should be discarded. And in today's world, where information and misinformation abound, that skill is more important than ever. Our teachers are not just educators, they're also mentors, role models, constantly pushing the boundaries of what is possible, and we all thank you for that. But academic excellence alone is not enough. King has always placed strong emphasis on character development as well. And you, our graduates, are not just intelligent, you are also compassionate, empathetic, and responsible, and I see it every day. You know the importance of service and citizenship. These values will serve you well in college and beyond. You have been given the skills you need, and you have nurtured and embraced the desire and determination to contribute to your communities to make a positive impact. As I reflect on the impact this school has had on my family, I'm struck by the fact that it has not just been an educational institution, but it's been an integral community. Our school has provided a nurturing and supporting environment that has allowed our children to grow and thrive. The friendships you have all made are lifelong. The experiences you have had and shared have shaped you into the people you are today. I would also like to thank the faculty and staff of our school for their unwavering commitment to excellence. Their tireless efforts have ensured that our graduates are ready to take on the world. And I would like to thank the parents, guardians, and caregivers for the support and dedication to their students. Your commitment has been instrumental to their success and in reaching this special milestone. In closing, I would like to congratulate the class of 23 once again. You have all worked hard to reach this moment, and I have no doubt that you will go on to achieve great things. Remember, as another 23 said, Michael Jordan, you have to expect great things of yourself before you can do them. Never stop learning, never stop trying, growing, and never forget this community that helped shape you into the person you are today. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my honor to introduce to you the valedictorian of the great class of 2023. This year's valedictorian will graduate today having taken the most rigorous coursework possible at King, some 24 honors, AP, and advanced seminar courses, along with earning a diploma distinction in STEM and a successful completion of Aspire, King's elite advanced science research program. And as our valedictorian is chosen based on GPA, we can all guess what his grades might have been. But suffice it to say, there are only A's on his transcript as far as the eye can see. In addition, due to his impressive finish at the Connecticut Science and Engineering Fair, he was invited to represent the state at the International Science and Engineering Fair sponsored by Regeneron. And at Regeneron, he placed third in his category, the first time a King student has represented our state, let alone winning an award in this most prestigious international competition. I am leading off with these obviously impressive points because they are indeed impressive, but also because I want to get to what his teachers and peers and deans and I know and love about Ben Pursley, traits that are deeper than numbers and course titles and program names and prizes and awards. Director of College Counseling Jessica Landis said it best, quote, "Students like Ben Pursley," that's our valedictorian, "students like Ben Pursley do not come along every day. Indeed, Ben stands out for who he is, and who he is shines through in all he does." Specifically, Ben has incredible raw talent, but he understands that hard work and focus and taking feedback are just as important as talent, if not more so. According to our Director of Science Research and of our Aspire program, Dr. Victoria Schulman, Ben was, quote, "relentless in his planning and preparation toward his goal and was always receptive to feedback and was extremely coachable." She pointed out that he is an incredible scientific writer and communicator, but as she put it, he didn't start out that way. He targeted what he needed to learn and mastered the techniques necessary by being open to feedback and humbly practicing over and over again. Ben is a model learner. Ben also knows how to collaborate. His desire isn't just to hide in a lab by himself. Rather, as Jessica Landis put it, quote, "his superpower is his ability to combine his keen intellect with his genuine enthusiasm for working as a member of a team." He has great ambition, but understands that working with others and raising others up is the key to truly great success. For example, during his internship at Memorial Sloan Kettering, he perfected a gene editing technique, as the skies open, that eventually led him to genetically edit and correct the gene mutation that causes cystic fibrosis. Pretty amazing. But he also quickly became a valued and treasured colleague with those professionals in the lab who were much older than he. And he was invited as a result to lead lab and journal club meetings. And he clearly took great pleasure and joy in the camaraderie of working with brilliant and equally driven lab partners. And of course, back on King's campus, we saw this same passion for engaging with others. We watched Ben helping math team members get prepared for competitions, warmly and carefully explaining new topics to students who were themselves new to the math team. He also tutored middle school students, and according to Math Department Chair Dr. Victoria Kiznishenko, quote, has this calm and friendly way of explaining mathematics in plain language, such that his peers felt more at ease with the material. And again, quoting Dr. Schulman, Ben is just a wonderful person. He's thoughtful, respectful, friendly, funny, and enjoyable to be around. Just by being present, he improves everyone's experience. Ben, we know you view challenges as opportunities, and that's good, because the world is full of challenges indeed. We know you have the potential to cure disease, but we also think you have the potential to do anything and everything you set your mind to. We could not be more proud that you will be out there working to solve some of these challenges as you pursue the study of cellular and molecular biology in the Life Sciences and Management program at the University of Pennsylvania this fall, where you'll graduate, eventually, with a dual degree from both the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and the Wharton School. And of course, you will continue being the amazing, lovely human being that you are. Audience and class of 2023, please join me in welcoming this year's valedictorian, Ben Pursley, to the podium.
Hello, everyone. I want to start off this address with a bunch of thank yous. First and foremost, to my parents. Without you guys, I wouldn't be standing here at King, and I wouldn't have had the drive to become the class of 2023 valedictorian. And I'll talk more about this drive later on in this address. Next up are the various mentors I've had throughout my life. From chess coaches to my lab's principal investigator, they've all had a profound impact on myself as an academic and as a person. Thirdly, I'd like to thank Haron from the Dunkin' Donuts on High Ridge Road. Not only would he give me free donuts.
Ben's speech is so awesome, and I feel like you can't hear it. So can we just, this rain is going to slow down. And also one other thing I would like to add, that Ms. Sodlowski said that you view challenges as opportunities. And so poor Ben, his speech is not in the binder. And so he is working off of a cell phone. So I just would like to add that in. So Ben, you're amazing.
All right, I guess I'll just pick up where I was. Yep. All right, so, thirdly, I'd like to thank Haron from the Dunkin' Donuts on High Ridge Road. Not only would he give me free donuts when I was picking them up for math team practice, but I also wrote my Penn gratitude essay all about him. So thank you, Haron, for both giving me free donuts and getting me into college. And finally, and most importantly, I want to thank all of my classmates and teachers. Without all of you, I will not be the man I am today. You have all helped me and pushed me to get where I am, and I will forever be grateful for all of you. For my teachers, I want to give special thanks to Dr. Schulman, Dr. Kiznichenko, and Mr. DeFelice. You have all been a part of my King journey for all 4 years in some capacity or another, and have inspired me to incorporate education as a future part of my career. Speaking to all of you today, I want to ask you 2 questions that I hope will play a role in the trajectory of the rest of your lives, because I know it will for myself. Some of you may think you have the answers now, some may have no idea, and some definitely don't have the answers whatsoever. Are you ready? Don't worry, that wasn't one of the 2 questions. All right, here they are. 1, what do you love doing or thinking about most in the world? And number two, how can you take that to the highest level imaginable? For myself, the answer to the first question is also conveniently my major, the study of cellular and molecular biology. All of my friends and teachers have definitely heard me nerd out about it on more than one occasion. And the answer to the second question for myself would be to win a Nobel Prize. Am I at all close? No. Is this a lofty goal? Of course, but that's kind of the point. As the expression goes, shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Now, even if I never win a Nobel Prize, by working towards this goal, I will hopefully help make advancements in medicine that can help save countless patients. Looking over at my classmates, I see many students have already made remarkable achievements and have demonstrated impressive talent and drive in a wide variety of fields. From economics to engineering to the arts and everything in between, there is so much potential I see within our class. For our economists, I know you'll develop unheard of and revolutionary models of our stock market. For our engineers, I know you'll make the discoveries needed to send humanity to Mars. For our artists of all mediums, I know you'll compose pieces that will skyrocket you to fame and change the landscape in which you work. For everyone else who knows what they want, what they love, find your Nobel Prize. What can you do within your field to really change the game and truly make an impact? I know everyone here has the drive necessary to do so, and that's what makes me so proud to be a part of the King community. And even if you don't build, make, or discover the greatest thing that ever was, having the drive to try to get there will not only serve you well in your life, but you'll certainly make meaningful contributions to whatever discipline you choose to pursue and make the world a better place. Now, for every one of you who knows what you want to do, there's probably another 3 of you who don't, and that's okay too. Some of the smartest people I know have no idea what field they want to pursue in life. So, to everyone who feels like they are lost and have no idea how they would answer that first question, try everything. But don't just dip your toe in, really give it your all. Because by giving it your all, you can still be impactful in that field, even if it's not what you end up dedicating your life to. Plus, you'll only know if you truly enjoy it by giving it your all. And once you find what you love most, begin to think about my second question and take it to the highest level you can. It's this drive that I keep talking about that I feel makes our class so special. I've seen our class's drive shine on a group level because despite experiencing the difficulties of COVID, we as a class were able to start and maintain and grow incredible clubs, make a name for King on the athletic fields and courts, put on incredible performances in the pack over there, and even push through Algebra 2 and Trig with only minimal tears. Furthermore, passionate individuals within our class have already begun making strides for championing human rights, tackling diseases, and fighting back against climate change. On the individual level, I've seen our classes drive firsthand. I've been on FaceTime calls with many of you, working to help you understand some concepts in math or science, especially this year in physics and stats. And if you've been on those calls with me, you know who you are. While these calls would sometimes last for over an hour, sometimes 2, and even go late into the night, I'm happy to give my time to help out, because on these calls, I can feel your drive to improve and fill in that gap in your understanding to grow as people and as learners. As I bring this address to a close, I hope that everyone in the class of 2023 will head to college with the drive to take on all challenges that come your way, the drive to create and innovate within your chosen field, and the drive to change the world. I've seen what we as a class have had the drive to do, and I cannot wait to see how the drive in each and every one of you will push you to really make a difference in the world. Thank you.
Interesting. We will now proceed with the certificates of distinction. And I ask that you hold your applause until all have been acknowledged. And students, as I call your name, please stand. Again, when all are standing, we will acknowledge you with applause. The Certificate of Distinction in Global Studies is awarded to those students who successfully completed a rigorous program of study in global studies over the course of their high school career. This year's recipients are Nicole Barrera, Aidan Bresnahan, Jack Davis, Ava Gillespie, Julia Gaventer, Meredith Jew, Ellie King, Ni Adom Larea Ajay, Spencer Owen, Louisa Simon, and Chloe Zanga. Thank you. You may be seated. The Certificate of Distinction in Leadership Studies is awarded to students who successfully complete a rigorous program of study in leadership theory and practice. In addition, these students have taken on numerous leadership roles, community leadership projects, and the completion of a capstone project. This year's recipients are William Anderson, Tess Fredette, Abigail Glassmeyer, Bryce Heaton, Gavin McHugh, Peter Passero, and Isabella White. You may be seated. The Certificate of Distinction in STEM is awarded to those students who have fulfilled the requirements that include, in part, rigorous coursework, club activities, and the completion of a capstone project, among other endeavors. This year's recipients are Gary Krishnan, Claire Liao, Elijah Lowe, Ben Persley, and Yuri Sandmeyer. Thank you. You may be seated. The Certificate of Art and Design Distinction is awarded to students who have fulfilled the requirements that include, in part, rigorous coursework, club activity, and the participation in the Senior Art Show and Colloquium, as well as the submission of an AP Art and Design portfolio. This year's recipients are Hunter Fine, Alex Oxenschirner, and Ellie Wayland. Thank you. And the Certificate of World Language Distinction is awarded to students who successfully complete a program of study in world language studies across 2 languages over the course of their high school career. This year's recipients are Ava Gillespie and Louisa Simon. Thank you, and congratulations on these wonderful distinction achievements.
It is my honor to introduce our graduation speaker. Most people know him as a stellar athlete, a force to be reckoned with on the football field. A 2014 draft selection for the Seattle Seahawks, Kevin Pierre-Louis played for several NFL teams for 9 years, most recently as a linebacker for the Houston Texans. Kevin has earned recognition for his impressive athleticism, strong work ethic, and unwavering dedication to the sport. But we are lucky to know him at a deeper level. Kevin graduated from Kinglow Haywood Thomas in 2010. His teachers and coaches had the great privilege of watching him lay the foundations that have allowed him to become the person he is today. This afternoon, you will hear from and learn more about this very talented, multifaceted, and passionate Viking. During his time at KLHT, Kevin developed close relationships with many of his peers, teachers, coaches, especially with his beloved football coach, Danny Gowan. While Kevin's first sport was basketball, and he played on the varsity team as an 8th grader, football became his true passion. Along with his teammates and under the guidance of their coach, Kevin was instrumental in turning the program around from what he described as not too good to having undefeated regular seasons. But Kevin cared deeply about everything he did. Academics was always important to him. In fact, when word started to get out a couple of months ago that Kevin was going to be our graduation speaker, his teachers could not have been happier. This is how those educators remember Kevin. "He is like my son," said Carol Brown, who taught him 8th grade math and witnessed the great, long-lasting friendship he developed with her daughter, Brianna, an alumna from KLHT's class of 2010. Ms. Brown describes him as someone who does everything 100% and always finds the silver lining. As a true Viking, says Carol, he is always looking to increase his knowledge and be better at whatever it is he is doing. Fame has never affected him. He uses his platform in enlightening and positive ways, raising awareness about the issues he cares deeply about. His advisor and grade 8 history teacher, Ken Lewis, shared with Kevin a love of sports and academics. As a football, basketball, and lacrosse player at KLHT, Mr. Lewis remembers his competitiveness and when he let him win at an arm wrestling challenge, only to have Kevin brag about it in the 8th grade yearbook. He was a sensitive, well-rounded student and a passionate artist who made intricate doodles in class. Mr. Lewis also saw him as a great mentor and role model. So when he heard that Kevin would be our graduation speaker, he thought it was a great way of closing the circle. I met Kevin for the first time a couple of months ago. And in our hour-long conversation, I was instantly struck by his warmth, his kindness, his generosity of spirit, and deep gratitude for those who have played important roles in his life and for the opportunities he has been afforded. It made me so proud that he's a graduate of our school. History teacher Megan Yelton taught Kevin in 10th grade. She remembers Kevin as caring, humble, and always looking out for others. A student of many talents, a football captain who was passionate about pottery. As she reflects on his time at KLHT, she says Kevin was going to achieve success in whatever path he chose. And of course, she was right. After graduating from KLHT, Kevin attended Boston College and played football there. A highlight for Ms. Yelton was attending one of his games in Boston. Prioritizing academics, Kevin graduated with a degree in marketing. Kevin was not planning on becoming a professional football player. He wanted to be a Marine. But I will let him speak about his journey, about preparing for life's unexpected twists and turns, and about taking full advantage of the opportunities that knock on one's door. Kevin knows firsthand the challenges and opportunities that come with pursuing dreams and the impact a school like ours can have on students. He is eager to share his insights and advice with the next generation of graduates. Please welcome Kevin to the podium. I know that he will inspire us with his wisdom, experience, and passion. Kevin.
All right. That was very humbling. Thank you. First, I would like to congratulate the class of 2023. You've made it. To the faculty, staff, parents, and loved ones, thank you for the opportunity for me to be standing in front of you and speaking to you today. Each of you have made a great impact on the individuals that sit on the stage. To familiar faces from my time at King, it's great to see you again. Now, graduates, today is your day. It's a day to celebrate the completion of your hard work thus far, as it's a pivotal moment on your own journey as your work continues. Although I don't feel far removed from my class to yours, I was recently reminded how brutally honest kids can be, as I dropped my son off at daycare and the kid walked up to me and said, "You're old." Oh man, which is wild to me because more times than I can count, I've stood up to men more than twice my size and met that challenge head on, only to be humbled by someone barely bigger than my 2-year-old. Regardless, it was not that long ago I sat in the same seat you're sitting today. Not being far removed in mind and spirit, I look at the class of 2023 as a reflection of my own as well as my peers. King played an integral part in my journey. It gave me the opportunity to better my life as I'm standing in front of you today, and for that, I'm truly thankful. My journey at King began in 7th grade. As an athletic inner-city kid, my father put a high importance on education. His top goal was to ensure that I did not become a statistic in environments like ones that I grew up in. As I transitioned from a school with over 350 kids in my grade alone, as I transferred from a school with over 350 kids in my grade alone, it was no wonder that King was unfamiliar territory for me initially. And because of my own mental blocks, I felt as though I was unequipped and lacked what was necessary to find my place in an environment that was so different than the one I was accustomed to. Luckily, I quickly learned I was wrong. Despite surface level differences, I found a lot in common with my peers as we navigated our time here together. Although there was others, the few individuals I found guidance from were parents like Mr. John Raffelli, faculty like Jason Boughton, Ken Lewis, Carol Brown, Dave Ferrarini, Mark McAndrews, and a man I hold a close second to my heart after my father, Coach Dan Gowan. While at King, it took no one by surprise that I found success athletically. Although I found enjoyment in King outside of sports. Like many of you, I enjoyed walks from lower, middle, and upper school campus, field day, science, language fairs, being a tour guide, participating in plays, learning how to throw clay, among other techniques in our arts program. Of course, there was favorite courses and teachers. There was even enjoyment in the few AP courses that I took. I know you all will look back and smile upon these big and small moments for your times to come as your years progress. Of course, not all of your life at your time at King has been easy or fun. Each of you have faced your own odds to reach this point. Unfortunately, the work is not done. In a study done by the NCAA, when I graduated in 2010, there was a 0.08% chance that high school seniors will be drafted. And only 1.6% of collegiate athletes would find their chance in playing in the NFL. With a career average length of 3 years, football is considered one of the most physically demanding sports in the world, with players dealing with high velocity hits and collisions. With multiple surgeries and injuries of my own, I've experienced my own truth to that. Through 4 years as a starter at Boston College and 9 years in the NFL, I've witnessed how competitive life can be. College provides professional leagues with over 250 athletes every year to compete. On a daily, you're in competition with individuals that may be younger, faster, bigger, or even stronger than you. I've seen people stay for years. I've also seen people let go in less than 24 hours. Each year, we would take a picture at the start of the season, and I'll find myself telling younger teammates, you see everybody in this picture? By the end of the year, a lot of these faces will be gone. Without fail, their eyes will open to the reality of the NFL, not for long. Each year, I became a mentor, and slowly they would refer to me from my nickname KP or KPL to OG, Big Bro, even Sir. Although I'm young, relatively speaking, being called OG by a 6'7", 330-pound man-child will definitely change your perspective. More than anything, my career has taught me that change is constant, and you will have to adapt and continue to build upon the work that you have placed so far. As you take your next steps in life, know that most of your plans will change or slightly be adjusted. I know, I had plans of my own. Plot twist, playing in the NFL and standing in front of you today was not a part of that plan. Initially, I wanted to play college football somewhere, just anywhere. But as I learned from those that came before me, my plans started to change. Upon arriving to King, I wanted to play football at an Ivy League school. Once again, learning from those that came before me, like Nate Collins, my goal was then to play Division I football for a team that had the last name on the back of their jersey so I can represent my family. As scholarships offers became more probable, I thought I was in line for my ultimate goal, which was to graduate high school early, to graduate college early, and then go to OCS, Officer Candidate School. Ever since I was a child, I wanted to be in the Special Forces. That was going to be my life. No wife, no kids, just the individuals, brothers and sisters that I would fight along with. As I sit here, my beautiful wife is somewhere here with my son. As you can see, that plan changed as well. Remember that it's great to have a plan, but it's okay for that plan to change. Sometimes things in your life can go completely right, while others are going completely left. Fortunately and unfortunately, the two can coexist. As I look at your class, a reflection of my own, my concerns is not if each of you will find moments of success. I know you will. What I worry about are the times you fall short. They too will come. The times you will be challenged. The moments you will have to compete not with someone else, but your toughest competitor, the person in the mirror. There will be moments everything you learn until that point will be tested. The person you believe yourself to be, the plan you have, will be tested. Success is not dependent on what you have or lack. It's dependent on the consistency of your effort. When you fall, get back up. Will there be times it'll be harder to get back up? Yes, of course. Get back up and continue the work. Wisdom will come to you in the unlikely of sources, and make sure you be mindful when it does. So, class of 2023, here's my challenge to you. If you're where you'd like to be, continue the work. You'll have the opportunity to build upon it and make it better. If you're not where you'd like to be, continue the work. You'll have the opportunity to build upon it and make it better. Embrace the moments that seem unfamiliar. Do your best to not become complacent with what is comfortable. I don't know where your deepest fulfillment will be, but I know it's not where comfort is. Comfort is not where you're going to find who you really are. That's reserved for times when adversity strikes. Ask yourself the tough questions. Be mindful. In conversations, are you listening or are you just waiting to speak? I stand in front of you today as an example that King has given you the tools to succeed in life. I'm a reminder that you are more capable than you may believe to impact your life and the lives of others. When I sat in your seat, I didn't recognize that, but I do now. I didn't know where my life would take me when I graduated King, but I just know that I wanted it to be more than what I was at that moment. Although I might not know you personally, I believe in each and every one of you. As a coach once told me, there will always be doubters, but don't allow someone to believe in you more than you believe in yourself. You're suffering from self-doubt while others are intimidated by your full potential. It's not who you are that holds you back, it's who you think you're not. You're not a part of what people think or say, you're a part of what you choose to believe. This moment is only a building block in your journey, and I'm excited for what you will accomplish by continued and consistent hard work, belief in yourself. Although I've achieved what some may call success, there was opportunities where I missed due to my own self-doubt. I didn't fully start believing in myself until well into my adult life. Just imagine what you can accomplish by manifesting the belief in yourself right now. And I'll leave you with this. There is a difference between possibility and probability. Don't allow the odds to deter you from what you really can achieve. Just because it's not probable doesn't mean it's impossible. Class of 2023, I believe in you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Our senior speaker is a true lifelong learner who consistently demonstrates a desire to grow and improve in every area of her life. Today, as we gather here to celebrate the achievements of our graduating class, it is my pleasure to introduce our senior speaker, Tess Fredette. Tess started at King in 6th grade, and throughout her academic journey, she has been an exemplary student, consistently setting high standards for herself and inspiring those around her. With a remarkable dedication to her studies, she has excelled in various disciplines, showcasing a genuine passion for academics as well as a diverse range of interests, a testament to her curiosity and open-mindedness. Tess's involvement at King and in her personal life reflect her well-rounded personality. She pursues calculus with the same passion and impetus as volleyball, softball, pottery, and service work. She has shown remarkable leadership qualities, actively engaging in leadership courses that have shaped her into a confident and admirable young woman. On the court and the field, Tess's athletic prowess and commitment to teamwork shine. Her energy is infectious, and her can-do attitude never wavers. David Volane, Tess's advisor, summarizes Tess's work ethic with one telling example. Tess absolutely refuses to cheat at Wordle. She would rather fail knowing she had tried than succeed without honor. Her commitment to growth serves as an inspiration to our fellow students, reminding them that every setback is an opportunity for learning and self-improvement. Her willingness to lend a hand and support her peers has made her an invaluable member of our school and her community. Tess knows the importance of giving back. She dedicates time to support causes she cares deeply about, including raising awareness for breast cancer, as well as for children and adults with disabilities. She has served as a tutor for children and as a swimming instructor for a local camp. At King, Tess was elected as a representative to serve on the peer review board, a board upholding the school virtues when reviewing disciplinary cases. Today, chosen by her peers to speak for the class, we can confidently say that Tess embodies the King School virtues and exemplifies the pursuit of excellence. When you hear her comments, it will be obvious why her classmates chose her to speak today. Please join me in welcoming Tess, a remarkable student and an exceptional individual filled with gratitude, as she shares her thoughts and reflections on this momentous occasion of graduation.
Thank you, Ms. Maos, and thank you, Ms. Manganello, not only for making my last English class here at King a great one, but also for your guidance. And to the families and friends in front of me, we would not be here today without you and your everlasting support. To my peers, the class of 2023, you all have made my time at this school unforgettable, and I want to thank each and every one of you for making me so lucky. It is an honor to be able to speak here today on behalf of all of us. This is a day we will never forget, and so to stand here and share this moment with everyone present is a blessing. I consider myself quite lucky to have been placed in this class with some of the most amazing people I have ever met. King is a small school, that's no surprise, but that smallness was a gift and has made us the tight-knit community that the class of 2023 is. I have had so many wonderful experiences at King, it's hard to know where to begin. But let me start with a little story. When I came to King, they had a system where they would pair a new student with an existing student. The parents would plan a lunch or something so that the new incoming student wouldn't be hopelessly nervous on their first day. I so vividly remember meeting up with my summer buddy as an awkward, self-conscious 11-year-old moving to a new school. Now, the coolest thing about this story is that my summer buddy from 7 years ago became my very best friend. Before I even started my first class here at King, they had already given me a friend for life. And of course, that was just the beginning. King fosters friendships and lifetime connections that we will all treasure forever. So, Mr. King, don't expect me to forget the garage door code that we all used to get into your house. This year marks my 7th at King. Now, let me tell you, I had no idea what was coming. I don't think there was any possible way for me to know the extent to which this plot of land on Newfield Avenue would become a home to me. I mean this literally. I spent many late nights in the Simon house waiting for my mom to finish work. More so than the buildings, though, and even the school itself, what makes King a home to me are the 83 other students sitting beside me. We grew up together, we learned together, we failed and we succeeded, and now here we are. We went from awkward lower and middle schoolers to the remarkable seniors that we are today. And now our collective journey as the King class of 2023 has come to an end. This is not to say, though, that our end is anywhere in sight. Where one thing ends, another begins. The individual paths that each of us forge from this moment on are bound to have a profound and meaningful impact on a massive scale. And now we will look ahead to support each other in our individual paths as we take on the world with confidence and kindness. You know, this day always seems so far away. For years, it felt like we would never actually reach the point where it was time to say goodbye to each other, to this school, to the teachers. We are now going off into the world on our own, no longer as King students, but King alumni. That feels weird to say, but it also feels good, and I know that we are all ready. We always wanted to grow up, to skip forward to the future. We would look at the upperclassmen before us with admiration, craving for our time to come. We saw the seniors wearing their class polos, captaining sports teams, winning championships, getting into colleges. And then we did it all. I don't know where the time went, but before we knew it, we checked off all the boxes at King that we once yearned for. However, I know that we will always have a place in this special community. And I also definitely know that the development office will keep us in touch with our roots as we go our separate ways. But it's time to look ahead. Look at the endless possibilities that this brilliant group of students has. The amount of pure talent that is sitting beside me right now is indescribable. We have remarkable athletes, future scientists, performers, and so many unique and beautiful talents that we have all contributed to the legacy we leave to King. This is one special class, and I cannot emphasize that enough. And that's good because I think the world needs us pretty urgently. Now, fawning aside, it's important to recognize the little things that mean so much to me and my classmates. When any one of us hears the word mezzanine 10 years from now, we will pause for a moment and smile, thinking back on the hours spent there with friends or shouting down to those who were attempting to study in the pit. It's those little things that we're really going to miss, like opening up our inbox to a witty email from Mr. Coulomb, or the satisfaction of not getting caught entering the wrong lunch door. Note, though, that I most certainly will not miss the endless war over parking with the juniors and the administration. It was certainly an uphill fight. Our last day of school was very memorable. For our senior prank, which is always so adored by faculty and staff alike, we decided to make our prank more of a celebration. We hired a mariachi band to parade into the pit mid-morning while everyone was in class. They were welcomed with confetti cannons and applause, and soon the underclassmen came out to witness us dancing around the Math Help Center. Stand By Me was my personal favorite of their performance. The lyrics definitely struck a chord. This truly was a chapter coming to a close. No, I won't be afraid. The song goes, just as long as you stand by me. And as I think about it, that's exactly what we've done. Stood by each other through all of the challenges that came our way. We did it. We now begin our adult lives. We've had so much given to us, and now it's our time to go out and make the world better because of it. All of us still have so much to accomplish in our lives, and I feel confident in our class because of our foundation, which is here at King. King is a special place to all of us, whether this is your second year here or you have been here since daycare. And to the class of 2023, I cannot wait to see all that you do, and there really is no other class like ours. Thank you again for your time.
The moment has arrived. We will now begin the presentation of diplomas. This is what happens when we move seats. It's okay. All right. And so we begin. Chloe Elizabeth Zanga. Benjamin Francis Yu. MacArthur James Young. Isabella Susan White. Harry James Weissman. Eleanor Rose Wayland. Marcus Dwayne Watts, Jr. Moira Rose Wathen. Grant Johnstone Vogel. Lila Eve Swalem. Kurt Bear Stubbe. Harrison Wyatt Slotkin. Louisa Aiden Simon. Andrew G. Seeberger. Avery Jordan Schwartz. Dylan Javier Schmidtke. It's okay, guys. James Andrew Schiff. Catherine M. Satrazemis. Yuri Sandmeyer. Lucas Emmanuel Rodriguez. Jackson M. Rivas. James McSweeney Raitt. Peter Ragnar Passero. Alexandra Oxenschirner. Spencer Thomas Owen. Emma Margaret O'Connor. Jack Skelly O'Callahan. Ian Alistair Nugent. Robert Rex Morris III. Robert Dylan McGreevy IV. Gavin Shane McHugh. Maximilian Philip Mandel. Elijah Jack Lowe. Samantha Lockyer. Claire Xiaorong Liao. Ni Adom Ajay Liege. Gary Krishnan. Elizabeth Diane King. Connor Patrick Carr. Misha Gabrielle Kendall. Meredith Margaret Jew. Sophia Denise Izurieta. Sasha Jeanette Antilli. Pilar Infantino. Thomas Clifton Heaton. Bryce Williams Thomas Heaton. Jazim Abdin Hanif. Yvonne Gupta. Jonathan Gerbic. Chloe Addison Gordon. Jackson Scott Goebel. Elizabeth Joyce Glinka. Abigail Glassmeyer. Julia Clara Gaventer. Ava Chen Gillespie. Griffin Mitchell Gain. Eric Hugo Frenes. John Gabriel Freeman. Isabella Ann Fragner. Simon A. Fox. Hunter M. Fine. Zachary Sawyer Feldman. Robert William Earhart III. Gregory Robert Durbel. Jonathan Thomas Decker. Jackson Thomas Davis. Emily Cook. Joseph L. Cohen. Chase Allen Brown. Aiden Robert Bresnahan. Alexander Marcus Boyar. Rupert Michael Francis Black. Charlotte Carolina Black. Leonardo Berardi. Mark Joseph Bennett, Jr. Madeline Conlon Beck. Nicole Simara Barrera. Bruce Charles Belinsky. Ava Bakes. Kenneth Paul Backus III. William Christopher Anderson. Ryan Thomas Abbey. Tess Elizabeth Fredette. And Benjamin Scott Pursley. Congratulations, class of 2023. Well done.
please stand for the singing of America the Beautiful. Lyrics can be found on the back of your program. Please be seated and enjoy our upper school choir's performance of A Farewell, a composition by Molly Imes based on a poem by Alfred Lloyd Tennyson.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just as we ring ourselves into each new school year as a community, today you are going to ring yourselves out one last time. I would like to first invite Reverend Lingle back up to the podium for the benediction. Please remain seated.
Blessings on your journey, class of 2023, and congratulations. Blessings on all of you on this day as we depart. And a paraphrase from the prayer that is attributed to St. Francis of Assisi. Gracious and wondrous mystery, make us instruments of peace. Where there is hatred, let us sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is discord, union. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Grant that we may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in giving of ourselves that we find ourselves. Amen.
Graduates, please stand. This is, remember, a two-part thing we're doing here, right? You remember the cues. Okay. So the first thing is, on the count of 3, you're going to move your tassels from right to left. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations to the class of 2023!
Bye.